Hi everybody, Dan Benamoz here. I am very excited. We have our conference coming up in just a few days, and if you haven't registered, it's something you may want to think about. I want to introduce you to one of our featured speakers. Remember, see if you can finish this for me. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. You remember that.
Pickles, onions.
You remember that? Did you ever, you probably never even stopped to think, who came up with that? Who came up with that? What about the Happy Meal at McDonald's? You don't know about that, but we are very fortunate because we have at our conference coming to speak with us and joining our faculty at Pharmacy Development Services is a gentleman, well-known author and personally mentored by Ray Kroc himself and marketing guru for McDonald's for many years, Mr. Tom Feltenstein. Tom,
Thanks.
welcome.
Well, God bless you, man.
Welcome.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to this, and you know, we've had in pharmacy. Actually, I want to start out and tell people what are some of the companies that you've worked with. Name off. I know you've worked with Coca-Cola. You've worked with CVS, Sbarro, Starbucks,
Disney, Texaco, Hyatt Hotel Chain, Wolfgang Puck, the U.S. Marine Corps. You know, just
list
having
goes
some
on.
fun.
Yeah, it's very impressive. And as a matter of fact, I'm not even sure how we even made the grade, being as small a group as we are. And I was sitting with Tom, and one of the reasons he happens to live in our backyard here in South Florida, and he said one of the reasons he wanted to work with us, he said because he hates his independent pharmacist. He said he hates his independent pharmacist, and he said. And I said to him, I said, well, why don't you change? And he says, well, the guy delivers. And then he said, you know, what was the other reason?
No one's ever asked me for their business. It's amazing. For 20 years, I stay with this rotten service, and I don't know where to go. And I don't want to go to the big guys. I love the intimacy of a small pharmacy. And they know me, and they treat me good, everyone but the pharmacist. But no one has ever called me and said, Tom, I want your business. And here I am, 1 mile. I live 1 mile from the pharmacist, and my office is 2 miles. And they deliver to the house, and they deliver here. But I'd give anything if another pharmacist would come in and ask me for my business close by.
And there's something to be learned from that. I mean, how many people like you are out there?
There's thousands. But think about, you know, with all the pharmacies, the independents around the country, most of the business comes within a 3-4 mile drive time, maybe 10 minutes. Think of all those customers and those prospects that we've never even gone out and invited to come and be a member in our pharmacy. It's a shame. It really is. Because most, you know, a lot of them aren't happy. A lot of them are on the road and they just keep going. Why wouldn't we go out and invite all those people to come into our pharmacy in our neighborhood? These are our neighbors. They deserve to do business with us. And I love the independents, 21,000 independent pharmacies. We can beat the big guys every day of the week through the quality of our personal service and through the employees. I call them internal customers. But those people that work for us, there's not a lot of distinctions or advantages when you go into a pharmacy. You get a lot of the same stuff, you know. But the one thing that we can offer is warmth and hospitality and caring. And boy, that's where I want to go to, where someone knows my name and treats me with love and compassion. And I'll go back every day of the week.
When you're acknowledged and you're made to feel special, you can have a customer for life doing that. Absolutely, no question about it. You know, what's also interesting that I have in all the years that I've been studying this and working with consultants and gurus all over marketing and everything, what really attracted me to Tom was his focus on, you know, we're out looking for business, and his focus is, as we've developed programs for internally focused, he's right on there with getting us more focused on how we can grow our business from the inside out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many people a week average coming into a pharmacy? Is it 1,000 or 1,200 people a week? Could you imagine if we did such an extraordinary job in the 4 walls would we ever need to spend a nickel outside the four walls? It's all about, that four walls is really our television set, it's our media. Why wouldn't we do a spectacular job? Why wouldn't we just hire all Eagles and people who just shine? And if you got any turkeys in there, get rid of those turkeys. And let's just bring Eagles on board. Because when you look, what is an average customer worth to us a year? I know you told me with diabetes, it's like maybe $8,000 or $10,000.
Yeah, right in there.
Somewhere
Yes.
in that number. But you know, the joy that I've had the last several months of working with you and R.Ph and your organization has just been world class. And I love working with smaller companies. If I never had to work with another big company again, I hate the politics. I love the small companies. But you know, I love the debates that we have, you know, and we go back and forth. And I'm so pleased to be part of your organization. And what's real exciting is all of these 430 people coming next week in Orlando. What a show they're in for. You've assembled some of the world-class players that are going to be on stage giving some of the greatest information that I've ever seen. And I do 60 speeches a year. But these people that you've surrounded yourself with, that you've gone out and spent time to bring into your organization to have their, I mean, the guy on taxes and just leadership and all these other people, everyone's in for a real treat, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Well, we're thrilled to have you, and you know, this conference was never meant to be an annual thing. It's just that, you know, people enjoyed the one that they went to and said, you've got to do it again. They want to sign up already before I even put it together, and the demand was so there. But I wouldn't do it. I would not do it if I couldn't deliver on the same quality type of event the following year. And every year we've been able to improve upon it. I know people always come back and wonder how are we going to beat last year, and we always seem to do it. But I will tell you that I'm excited every year. But and I mean, after doing this for a number of years, how much new stuff can you get? We have such incredible new stuff. I'm very excited, and this is stuff people have never heard, and it's so simple and it's easy to implement and can make such a profound impact on your business, on your sales, on your profits, which is what we're trying to affect. So if there's any way at all you can make it to Orlando February 11th through the 13th, I urge you to come.